Here with another episode of On the Bench presented by The Bench Market. Pleased to be joined by V's forward Liam Noble. And Liam, a good weekend for this team on the weekend. 4 points against Merritt, 2 victories, one in Merritt and then one here back at home. How'd the weekend look in your eyes?
I thought we did pretty well. It was a big bounce back weekend after the loss, and just happy to get the 4 points out of it.
You set up Jack Barnes on Saturday night, your first point of the season, and a pretty nice one as well. Take me through what you saw in that play and feeding it out to the middle of the net.
Honestly, I just saw a one-on-one opportunity, and I'm like, well, there's no, I'm not going to get in trouble for doing something fancy here, so I just threw it through my legs and tossed it out front to Barnesy. I was actually trying to shoot. I threw it out front to Barnesy, and he tapped it in. It was pretty exciting.
So you are a Dawson Creek kid, obviously, BC kid your whole life, and then came here to Penticton about 6 years ago to play hockey. So take me through what it was like growing up in Dawson Creek, obviously a bit up north, so could be a bit colder up there, but what was the whole atmosphere like for you up there?
It's just like a lot of farm and like rednecks everywhere and stuff. So I don't know, like just cold all the time. Nothing really to do except for like drive around quads and stuff, maybe snowmobiles, but that's really it. Like there's nothing much.
So when you came to Penticton, was it kind of a good thing for you? And you look and you see there's so many other things to do here as well, especially when it comes to the summertime as well. So what was it like for you having that adjustment of, I imagine, moving away from home as well and then moving here to Penticton?
It was just finding new friends and stuff. Obviously, you come to a hockey team and you have a bunch of new friends right there, your brothers already, but I don't know, like the school and stuff was so much different. The people just acted way different. It's just a city to like Dawson Creek. The difference there was just huge.
So coming into your first season as a V, I know you had a bit of time as an affiliate player last year as well, so you had an opportunity to be around the team. Did that kind of help you coming into your first year, just in a comfort level where you've been, obviously with camps with the team as well, then having a chance to get into a couple of games, so it made this first season a bit of an easier transition?
Yeah, I knew some of the guys already. Like I hung out all last year with Needs, and there's Hutch I knew from last year a little bit, and just I knew the atmosphere and what it was like and how things were set up and how practices went. It was just it made it pretty easy for me.
I wanted to ask you about Saturday night because obviously it was a big night for this team with a win, but there was 4,500 people in this building as well for Pink the Rink night. So what is it like playing in front of a crowd like that and having so many faces in the seats and having an opportunity to perform in front of people like that?
It's really cool. Honestly, the one thing that really got me going at the beginning was the anthem. You heard the whole crowd singing, and that was pretty cool for me. But the atmosphere is crazy in here some nights, especially that night.
So coming into this season, obviously junior hockey's got a lot of turnover, and it brings out a lot of new faces. Is there anybody that has come in new this year that you've kind of gotten a good bond with early on? Obviously, you talked about Jackson Niedermeyer, someone that you knew from last year, but is there any of the new faces that you've got along with right away?
I got along with all the boys right away. Just being a rookie and stuff, there's only 2 of us, so we get a lot of attention, sometimes unwanted, but that's all right. But Colton Kalzik, he's a good guy. I drive him to the rink every morning. A lot of us go to his house after practice and stuff, and I don't know, he's just a good guy, and he's always talking me through tough times and stuff like that.
So I wanted to ask you a couple rapid-fire questions, too, just to finish this one off. Looking into this season, obviously, you're a hockey player. Obviously, that's kind of what you live and breathe. But if you weren't playing hockey, what would Liam Noble be doing right now?
Honestly, I have no idea. School just didn't interest me at all. I did my best, but I don't know. I like soccer. I was really good at soccer growing up, so that's probably what I'd be doing.
And when you guys play the games before, the kind of sewer games before, the soccer games before games, are you usually the winner out of those?
Absolutely not. They say rookies can't win. They're not allowed to win. So I don't know. They fire the ball at me all the time, and then there's nothing I can do about it.
Lastly for you now, I asked this question last week as well, and I want to get your opinion because you were a guy that was picked as someone who could navigate the city well and navigate everywhere well. So if you had to take somebody with you to navigate things without a GPS or without a map, who would you do that with?
Myself. Like, I'm the best there is at that. I don't know why Neats picked Holtzy. I remember watching that and being pretty angry about it, but like me, I know everywhere. I know where to go. It's just a safe pick.
All right, well, appreciate your time on the bench today, Liam. Thanks for this, and it was good getting a look at you today.
Thank you very much.
Join me next week for another episode of On the Bench presented by The Bench Market, where my guest will be V's forward Colton Kalzik.